Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, wake the hell up. This Brushfire Mind live Monday morning. It's time to talk about the meme war, and here's one of the things. Let me just, I'm going to adjust my display down a little bit so everybody can see it okay. Can see the meme well enough. All right, so here's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about this meme just a little bit, and I hesitate to even call it a meme. But the left can't meme.
No, no, they cannot. And I
Now,
assure you,
they
uh,
can propaganda,
yes,
but they
yes.
meme poorly. This this is adorable. It says, regardless of who you support, there's 3 women, 2 African Americans, 1 Asian, 1 Latino, an openly gay veteran, a child of Indian and Jamaican immigrants, a Jew, a vegan, and even a couple of straight white guys on that stage. Like it or not, this is America. That's adorable. Um, every single person on that stage, and this is why I just absolutely detest the word diversity. It almost hurts my teeth to say it anymore.
Diversity is our strength, Chris.
Okay, for starters, false. Um,
Strength is strength.
correct. This this is diversity of a few surface and immaterial dimensions. Apart from skin color, age, sex, uh, and sexual orientation, there is no diversity on this stage. These people might as well be clones of one another because they all hold nearly identical beliefs and policy concepts. And where they differ, the differences are insubstantial, insignificant. Okay, so between Biden and Bernie, they're probably Biden and Bernie. No, I guess not. I was about to say Biden and Bernie probably represent the two extremes on the healthcare question, but that's actually not the case anymore, is it? Because Bernie did say that he would fund healthcare for all criminal aliens, didn't he?
Yes, they all raised their hand a couple of debates ago.
Yeah. So on okay, we'll go with them as the two extremes. Most of these guys cluster up with Bernie on the even furthest left on the healthcare question. And on almost every other question, the majority of them are even further to the left. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So, just a couple of things. Let's just go ahead and ask the obvious question. Um, which one has the best policies? And then let's ask the second most obvious and somewhat more cynical question. Which one has the best chance at beating Trump? Because I guarantee you, the fact that Kamala Harris has got Jamaican and Indian heritage,
Is not going to save her from her history of slave ownership.
nope, nope. And just a couple of other things, like as you virtue signal, you have to try. You're trying to get some kind of social credit by saying, "Oh, look at me! I hold all the right opinions." Um, so that last line there, even a couple of white guys. Wait, what?
Even a
Uh,
couple of straight white guys.
yeah, as though, I mean, what are you implying there? That they're the least desirable or something? Like, I get what you're going for, I think, but you didn't get there. You tried to get there.
Oh
This is
no, no,
one.
no, no. Let's no, let's be clear on how the left thinks on this issue. Straight white leftists are the best people because, in contrast to every other type of person listed here, the straight white guy that holds the right opinions has struggled more morally to overcome the inherent evil of his straight whiteness.
Yes, his
The rest of them the
privilege.
rest of them are just naturally virtuous because they're other than straight white male.
The other one, vegan, is one of the categories that they point out. Like, what?
Who's a vegan?
I think that's Cory Booker. But the point is, a vegan is something you choose to become. So, can you choose to become a gay veteran? Can you
Yes. You can choose to become a gay veteran.
see? But here's the thing, though. I thought, for example, what we were rolling with is things like homosexuality are genetic. You can't turn somebody gay any more than you can turn somebody straight. So, how does vegan fit in with that? Vegan means basically you stop eating animals, and that's fine. You do you. I don't see me ever giving up pork chops or steak. Sorry. Um, but and why is that virtuous? Why is it in the same plane as being Jewish? And okay, and the Jewish thing, the left's kind of anti-Semitic. Why is that a big deal? And we know why it's a big deal. They're trying to make a nice big list of different victimhood classes.
Kind of anti-Semitic.
Okay, they are largely anti-Semitic,
I
but they
mean, the
have a
Democrat Party designed the eugenics programs and the Jim Crow laws that were the original blueprint for Nazi Germany. But okay, we'll go with just a little bit anti-Semitic.
well, I don't think they're all full-blown Ilhan Omar status.
Of
Like at
course
the
they
very
are. Of course they are. Every identity trait is an immutable and monolithic characteristic. Being a straight white male automatically means that you want to murder all immigrants, regardless of legal status.
yeah, yeah, of course.
Right?
But I bring
Right?
up, yeah,
Is that
no, no,
not
no,
is that not
totally.
right? Okay, we're going
No,
with that.
yeah, we're going with that. Oh, yeah, totally, dude. It's not that. I don't have a problem with all the criminal activity on the border because it's criminal activity. No, I have a problem with it because those people are just a little too brown for me. That's uh, that's sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen. No, but the left at least has enough sense to keep it under wraps. It's sort of like what Beto did with the hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15s and AK-47s away. I think part of the reason why they got frustrated with the squad and their anti-Semitic comments, and they censored Ilhan Omar without actually naming her in the censor, is because she let the cat out of the bag. But here's the deal. A few years ago in the Republican primary, there were women, there were black people, there were Hispanic people. I mean, and if you believe the rumors about Marco Rubio, there was even a gay guy up on stage. So, but who cared? Who really cared? Trump won that primary not because he was an old, rich, white businessman. Trump won that primary because he came in and said, hey, watch what happens when I rock the boat. Just watch. Just watch.
Yeah.
I mean, he won the debate. And I'll point out, in that primary, I actually voted for Ted Cruz. And I didn't care that he was Hispanic. I voted for Ted Cruz because he's a literal genius who rode into Washington on the back of the Tea Party and has never turned his back on them. So I was, man, there's this guy. He's real famous. He was assassinated a few decades ago. He said this thing about content of character as opposed to color of skin. Stuff like this allows you to ignore merit. Well, I'm going to vote for Elizabeth Warren because she's going to shatter that glass ceiling.
I've had more than one person, and surprisingly, a surprisingly large number of veterans, black and white, tell me that they voted for Barack Obama not because he was black. Is not how they phrased it. They would say something like, because I wanted to be a part of history.
Well, congratulations.
And congratulations, you are a part of history. Your name can be added to the annals that detail and deliberate on the beginning of the end and the fall of the United States. Oh.
Yeah, that's. Hey, where do I sign up to be a useful idiot? That sounds like fun. Ha. By the way, I noticed they didn't include Native American in those lists.
Well, they said Indian. I know Kamala's half Indian with a dot.
Well, she's this Indian, not this Indian. Have we been offensive enough yet this morning? I feel like
I'm sure we've been demonetized by now. We're 12 minutes in, and I mean, the left can't meme. We've covered this. We've covered this meme. There's not that much more to say about it. The left is not interested in diversity of thought. They're only interested in diversity of pod person carrying the same basic NPC programming into the mob. That's it.
Yes.
There's no more to it than that.
They all want to raise your taxes. They all want to restrict your access to guns. They all want to socialize your health care. And why? Because I'll tell you the thing they've all got in common, can sum it up really simply. They all think they know better than you. They all think they know better than me. They all think they know better than Chris. They all think they know better than basically everybody. They're the smart people, and you should just listen to them.
It's not just that they think they know better. These guys essentially hold the belief that if you are not,
did you just assume their gender?
Yes. If they essentially hold the belief, well, because man bad, woman good, man strong, woman weak, always and forever, everything stacked against them, and therefore there are no women on the stage. So these guys all believe, essentially, that if you are not currently elected to holding or running for a major political office, it's not just that they know better than you how to run your life. They believe that you're not good enough.
Yes, there's a moral component.
You're not morally good enough or intelligent enough to make decisions in your own life. You cannot be trusted to correctly dispose of your income. You cannot be trusted to responsibly manage your household. You cannot be trusted to adequately secure your posterity. If you are not one of these people, you're not good enough to think.
Yeah, if you're not one of these people, you basically don't understand. No, really. The Last Jedi was secretly brilliant. It didn't have a giant plot hole in it at all. No, not at all. You're bad. oh, did you get so used to your franchise being represented by a straight white male? Oh, that must be sad for you to see other strong characters come along. No, I don't have a problem with strong characters. I would actually like to see certain things happen in movies, but I want the movies to be good. I have said more than once on this point, I would love to see some kind of a retelling of the King Arthur tale, and you find a reason to have Denzel Washington play King Arthur. I think it could carry that king shit all the way through. And you could maybe even celebrate the fact that he's black, but it's got to be a good movie. It's got to have a good actor. I, I, I don't have a problem with diversity per se. I have a problem with it when it's treated like it's a virtue that it's not. I mean, if we're supposed to not care about somebody's skin color, well, then, okay, let's not care about somebody's skin color.
Well, and if the skin color is such a badge of virtue, then why is it the token and the diversity hire contributed nothing to the plot of the film, and Admiral Gender Studies was such an abysmal failure that any reasonable military operation would have court-martialed her out into a homeless trap immediately upon the initial implementation of that whole debacle.
Yeah, she got 90% of her troops killed. That's not good, Bob.
And
Not
that was the
good.
plan.
And for some reason,
Okay, no,
um, no, you're right. You're right. Enough with the
we're
Last
gonna get
Jedi.
it's core. It's yeah. It's time to call it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just sit here and ramble on the Last Jedi some other time, but this meme is bullshit. The left is bullshit. Stop voting for Democrats if you haven't already. Learned to tie your own shoes and breathe.
Yeah, leave the
Unassisted.
plantation. It's okay.
Oh, just stop it.
Right. Wake the hell up. Monday morning.
Set them on fire, guys. Be safe out there.